Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. One of the most popular and richest rappers of our time, Drake, is an avid gambler and constantly shares his bets, which he makes both on mixed martial arts fights and boxing matches, despite the fact that in general the Canadian cannot be called a truly positive player. His huge bet on the victory of Gervonta Davis in the amount of $1 million turned out to be a winning one. When Gervonta himself found out about it, he lauded and demanded part of the money won from the rapper. Tell him I need half of the winnings. It's pretty cool to have people like that who believe in me. It makes me train even harder and all that stuff. I say hi to Drake and to all the other people who support me too. This is just the beginning for me, you know? I have a bright future ahead of me. I remain humble no matter what. What can I say? Today we won again, say Gervonta. Having been defeated in a duel against Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia faced a lot of criticism. In many ways, it was justified. In particular, Garcia, despite all his experience, had no idea how to act in the ring against a lefty. He worked incorrectly on his feet, used his right hand too little, constantly limped forward on the counterpuncher, missing dangerous punches. Gervonta Davis himself admitted that he felt much more skilled in the ring. He could only wait for his opponent's mistakes and make the most of this advantage. I don't know, I felt like I was a level higher than him. You know what I mean? Whatever he was doing in the ring, I already knew about it. I anticipated his actions a couple of steps before. Basically, I was calm. Let him make his mistakes and counterattacked back, Davis said. Two-time world champion in the first welterweight, Regis Prograis, was very pleased with the fight of Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia. Gervonta is the face of boxing. Regis Prograis was delighted. I guessed the outcome. I said there would be a knockout from 6 to 9 rounds. I found another famous American fighter who not so long ago held the title of world champion, Jamel Herring. He was very outraged by the absence of Oscar de la Hoya at the press conference after the fight. Jamel involuntarily thinks that, as in the case of Saul Alvarez, after the defeat, Oscar doesn't need the fighters and he tries to merge them as quickly as possible. By the way, has anyone seen Oscar? Just don't tell me he did to Ryan the same way he did to Canelo when he fought Floyd. I mean, Oscar wasn't there. I may be wrong, but I don't recall seeing him. Oscar, come out to your fighter and show him your love. At least say a few words. After all, he entered the ring in order to represent your promotion company. Well, really? Jamel Herring addressed De La Hoya directly. Ex-world champion Isha Smith believed that Ryan Garcia has to endure the pain after missing a blow to deliver and gathering all his strength try to continue the fight. Corrales could easily have surrounded in the battles against Castillo. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good blow, but fighters constantly miss such blows and continue the fight. They fall and arise both from blows to the head and to the body, but Garcia emerged. Please watch Gatti vs Rodriguez fight. Fighters miss such blows all the time, but some are created for this and some are not. Ryan emerged. This punch didn't even look powerful. I think about Gatti, about Corrales, about Holyfield. Think about Wilder in the fight against Tyson Fury. This guy gave up and I don't care what he achieved. He gave up. He begged for this fight. It happened and after that, in the biggest arena, he said, well no, I've had enough. Former welterweight world champion Yordenis Ugas urged boxing fans not to be too critical of Ryan Garcia, who risked his zero in the defeat column and went to a more experienced fighter who had many early victories behind him, Gervonta Davis. Don't be too critical of Ryan Garcia. Give him credit for the fact that the best fighter fought the best. He was young, undefeated and wanted to find the best boxer. There is nothing shameful about it. It's shameful to be shaking over a perfect track record without risking it. The fans want big events and big fights. Ryan, you didn't become a champion tonight, but cheer up. Soon you will definitely become one. Ugas addressed the famous American fighter, the first middleweight and middleweight Luis Arias, who was very pleased with the actions of Gervonta Davis, who was able to deprive his opponent Ryan Garcia of all his strength and, in the second half of the fight, to finish the fight with a beautiful blow to the torso. Great performance from Gervonta Davis. First, he immediately took away Ryan Garcia's left hook. Then, after a couple of rounds, he leveled at the opponent's advantage in arm swing and ended the fight with a blow to the torso. This is the performance of one of the best fighters in the world. You can't beat a great boxer using just one punch, Arias added. Other boxers do not stand aside either. An easy victory, 50 grand bucks, Jalen Love wrote. Ryan was knocked out by a blow to the body, just like his promoter once was. Loved Raymond Ford. Congratulations to Gervonta Davis, you are cool, but Jack wrote. As for former world champion Jamel Herring, he noticed a funny coincidence, drawing parallels with Garcia's fight against Luke Campbell. Ironically, Garcia ended up in a knockdown with Luke Campbell in the second round, just like in today's fight, and then got up and knocked out his opponent with a blow to the torso in the 7th round. Today, he himself was knocked out in the 7th round by a blow to the body. To be honest, I'm not surprised, but I give credit to Ryan for coming out to fight. The early defeat of Ryan Garcia at the hands of Gervonta Davis caused a mixed reaction in the boxing environment. Some fighters were delighted with the news that Garcia is moving to a higher weight, which means he will be able to become their potential opponent. Welcome to the first welterweight, Ryan, Ahara Davis wrote. Some of them, like Richardson Hitchens, decided to belittle the already not too bright performance of the 24-year-old boxer. Garcia is not an elite fighter, he is simply gifted with speed and strength, and besides, he is popular. That's it. On April 22nd, this dude will be punished or even fall asleep. I'm ready to bet anything on it. Richardson recalled his forecast, which he shared with his fans a month and a half before the fight itself. This dude is not about anything at all. We calculated him long before he even entered the ring, the boxer added. But ex-world champion Jamel Herring urged a large cohort of Garcia fans not to turn on him too much because of the first loss. I love how many of you have been rooting for Ryan, and that's great. But after the fight, everyone immediately changed their shoes. That's not cool anymore. Support your fighter. The WBC world champion in the first welterweight division, American Regis Prograis, told whom his compatriot Gervonta Davis should meet in the next fight. I think Davis should fight Haney or Shakur Stevenson. I remember him saying that he hurt his arm in the fight with a pit bull. So there was a close fight then, but now he has to fight against the elite fighter. Let's be honest, was Ryan an elite fighter? Is it possible to put him at the level at 135 pounds? He is not on the level of Devin and Shakur. He didn't fight Teofimo Lopez, said Prograis. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.